Hello everybody, it's Lazel here with another video. Today we have another artifact check because one of you guys requested that I talk about the Gusli Artifact, and damn guys, we need to talk about it. So Gusli is one of the purple artifacts, and in my opinion it is also the best purple artifact of all of those. It doesn't matter for which troop combination we are talking about. I mean, the Mage is still a very good one for infantry focused players, but all in all, the Gusli is just great. So the artifact starts off with a base stat of reduced damage taken from mages. So in this one is already a banger, just because of the fact that we are mostly facing mage players. Even since we had the change that cavalry plus archers was a very big hype, like 1.5 up to 2 years ago, we are still seeing a lot of mages out there. Also because of the fact that people realized, okay, cavalry is now a very strong front line. Even infantry is still good, don't get me wrong on that. But we all know what an explosive performance cavalry can have when you have the correct technology for it. So, and then people realized, hey, I don't need to change to archers to make it very strong, because it was often built around the combination with the perfect heart accessory on level 35 for that additional angel attack. And so a lot of people thought, okay, it also gives an additional archer attack of 21% in orange quality. So I will also add archers to my overall army formation, and it is still very good, but cavalry plus archers is mostly played by a lot of players that have a very high budget, that can afford to play with all of the required artifacts and so on and so on. So people are now also realizing that you don't have to change to archers as backline unit, you can also play cavalry plus mages, and so they are still doing it. For my case, I face, I'd say 85% still mages as a focused backline. I rarely have to fight against archers. So this is why this base stat of reduced damage taken from mages is already a banger on this one. Then we continue with the second star, attack boost. Well, what can I say? I often say it, and attack boost is just the best, or one of the best things that you can find, because of the fact that it also boosts the attack power of your angels. And in the end game, you will probably work around playing with your angels or focusing your technology around your angels, because from what I am also doing is that I will tend to focus my frontline and my angels. I am absolutely letting my mages fall behind in the future. I will focus frontline and angels, and from what I am seeing, a lot of players are doing it, because this will be the end game. Sure, you will still bring a few mages, but mostly it'll be frontline and angels. So this is why the second star is already great. And attack boost, it counts for all of your units, archers, mages. It's an overall great second star. And now we come to the third star, and this is one of the reasons why the Gusli is probably the best purple artifact of all. The damage increased against angels is just great. Sure, when we face angels, we are mostly doing it in the star runes, and not everybody of us is very into the star runes. Some of us are just trying to hit some low-level farms to get these daily rewards, and some of us don't really seek for that competition down in the star runes. I'm one of those guys. I always try to hit low-level castles that are an easy target for me, so I don't have to change in between my fighting and my farming gear all of the time. So, but still, damage increased against angels is a great buff for the star runes, especially because down there you always fight 1 versus 1, and most of the time everybody brings their maximum count of angels, because angels are the strongest unit in the game currently. But here's the thing about why Gusli is probably the best purple artifact of all. Gusli has 2 damage related technology improvements in it. It has the base stat, reduced damage taken from mages, and on the third star you have damage increased against angels. These 2 stats are damage related and not base stat related. When we look into other artifacts, for example, we have the Mage, which only has 1 damage related technology improvement on the 5th star. or the Durandal, only one as base stat, just as the Cortana is a base stat, or the, let's say like Magic Lamp, for example, doesn't have any damage related technology at all. We could look about over all of the other artifacts, but you get my point. So, and this is in my opinion the reason why the Gusli is probably the best purple artifact out of all. We all know that damage related technology is very strong and stronger as base stat related technology, and so this is one of my reasons why Gusli is just great. On the 4th star we have something that makes Gusli look a bit unattractive for a lot of players, because with cavalry attack we are always at the point that we say, frontline, what do we want in our frontline? We want defense, we want HP, and we are not really looking for that attack. But probably most of you guys have already experienced that cavalry, with its long-lasting lifetime in a battle due to the dodge mechanic and good damage-related technology, can also deal a lot of damage. So this is why cavalry attack ain't that bad of a thing. Sure, if there would be standing cavalry HP, it would be better, but cavalry attack still a good thing. So we cannot downgrade that in any way. And now to finish it off, on the 5th star we have the HP boost. And this sums it up for me. On the 2nd star you have attack boost, and on the 5th star you have HP boost. This is just crazy in my opinion, because you have 2 base stat related technology improvements that count for your whole troops. All of the troops that you have, angels, mages, infantry, cavalry, everything inside of your castle profits from the Gusli. Because you have attack boost, you have HP boost, you have 2 damage related technology improvements in here. And okay, sure, cavalry attack only really helpful for the cavalry players of us, but overall Gusli is just a great artifact, and in my opinion the best purple artifact that there is. Let's quickly check some other artifacts. Here, Ganjiang Mage, you have the HP boost as a base stat, and until the 5th star, until we come to the first damage related technology improvement, you only have troop specific technology improvements. Or let's check out the Cortana, the damage related technology as a base stat, and from that on until the 5th star you only have troop specific base stat improvements. The Gusli just shows up and says, here, take my attack boost, take my HP boost, take 2 damage related technology improvements, and as a little topping of the cake you also get cavalry attack in addition to that. In my opinion, Gusli is the best purple artifact, and I will definitely go for it. In one of my older videos I said that I want to try to play the cavalry and mage combination with the Ganjiang Mage, because I was very interested in the damage reduction for army on the 5th star, which is also reachable for me. But checking back at Gusli again, it's just clear to me that I need to go for this artifact, because the reduced damage from mages is just great, especially for cavalry players, and all of the other stars in addition to that too. Also for infantry players, don't look down on this artifact because you see the cavalry attack on the 4th star. Remember all of the things that I just said about all the other stuff and compare the Gusli to the other purple artifacts, and I am pretty sure that you will also decide for the Gusli artifact. The other artifacts aren't bad, and I definitely see the reason to play the Ganjiang Mage when you're an infantry focused player, and also depending on your budget if you also work on the Ganjiang Mage and on the Gusli artifact, definitely. But as I just said, in my opinion, Gusli is just great and I would definitely go for that. Alright guys, this is it for today's artifact check. Let me know down in the comments below which artifact I should talk about next, and then I would say see you in the next video. Goodbye guys.